Game 1 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. Of the Eastern Conference finals. It's the Monrovia Bulldogs taking on the Franklin Grizzly Cubs. Who is going to win Game 1 of the East? Will it be the Bulldogs or the Grizzly Cubs? Welcome to Red Pride Court, the home of the Quakers, Game 1 of the doubleheader. Here, early afternoon basketball. It is the Monrovia Bulldogs and the Franklin Grizzly Cubs. Cannon Catchings getting ready to face Franklin as Nick Green will be making his return as the host team here in Franklin. Green will be on Franklin as Franklin is hosting Monrovia at Plainfield. And later tonight, we have the battle between the Martinsville Artesians and the Plainfield Quakers. John Hesselman and Pat Green. John Carnes and Pat Green getting ready to go head-to-head in the head coaching battle. There he is, Nick Thunder Green, in his return to Red Pride Court, this time as a Grizzly Cub. And this time, there is no Plainfield. Most of these Grizzly Cub players were on the Quakers at one point, so they are back hosting in Plainfield. Who's going to win from Plainfield Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals? And we are underway from Plainfield. Romine will start off with the ball for Monrovia. Romine, he's just going to go ahead and keep it to Weaver. Bryce Weaver, I think, for three. And here's Isaac Stead now. Here's Stead, he has the ball. Looking back to Jackson, Eli Jackson for three. We are tied at 3 here in Plainfield. Franklin, Monrovia tied at 3. Here's Caden Romine again. Romine back to Seth Sierra. Sierra looking. Back to Romine. Romine back to Weaver. Bryce Weaver for 3 again. Weaver holding his shoulder just a bit. And here comes Eli Jackson again. Jackson looking for 2. And Monrovia will indeed keep the lead. Jackson for 2. And the last time we had a live game here in Plainfield, this court was not here. This is a different colored court. Different court, just with a few changes. Romine there. Back to Sierra. Sierra for 3. Monrovia, really, really good. Here is Isaac Stead. What will he do with the ball? Stead for 3. Isaac Stead for 3. It's 9-8. Great game from Plainfield so far in Game 1. Romine to Catchings. Cannon Catchings for 2. And Plainfield was actually happy enough. Was happy enough to let Franklin use their own graphics. Here's Green, back to Fairs. Logan Fairs with his first live dunk. And he will dunk it in Plainfield. That's, I think, his first dunk. And that is his first dunk in Plainfield. Sierra, back to Romine. Romine, there. What will he do? Back to Seth Sierra. Green covering Sierra. Sierra looking. Seth Sierra for 2. Great game so far from Plainfield. Last year, Franklin and Monrovia hosted the semis. And now this year, it's the Western Conference that's hosting. Isaac Stead, they're looking. Swafford, he's there. Back to Jackson, back to Stead. Game tied. Isaac Stead for 3. Arjun Patel with the ball. What will he do now? Patel, he is looking. Back to Sierra. Sierra for 2. At the end of the first quarter, though, Monrovia has the lead. 15-13 at the end of 1 in Plainfield. Monrovia leads it at the Red Pride Court, the home of the Quakers. The Plainfield Quakers coming up tonight against Martinsville, but right now it is Monrovia and Franklin. Welcome back to welcome back to Plainfield. Franklin down 2 against Monrovia. Franklin, the host team here in Plainfield, and later tonight, it will be back to the Quakers. Blasel back to Stead. Out there for Franklin, Stead, Reifinger, Blasel, Jackson, Rockhill, and Stead for 3. And how about this storyline? The brothers are back at it. Herbeck is out there with Newman, then it's Hessong, Weaver, and Romine. Hayden Herbeck misses the shot. Here is Eli Jackson. Back to Rockhill to Jackson. Eli Jackson for 2. 3-point lead now for the Grizzly Cubs. It's a sea of blue in Plainfield. But it's going to be a sea of red later tonight, as the Quakers will be hosting. And the lob is no good, and Franklin is just pulling away now. Right finger for 2. It's a 5-point game. Jackson with the assist. Great start to the second quarter for the Grizzly Cubs. Romine, back to Weaver. Weaver getting covered. Here's Hesson. Back to Romine. Romine there. He's looking. And he would dunk it in himself. That's a pow, dude. What a dunk. Romine just thumped it in. Boswell back to Stead. Isaac Stead with the ball. What will he do here? Foul. Personal foul, and it is on Noah Hessong. What is Hessong doing? And in for the Grizzly Cubs, Colton East. He's in for Isaac Stead. Here's Jackson, back to Reifinger. Reifinger looking, back to Jackson. Back to Rockhill. Nathan Rockhill for 3. Nathan Rockhill for 3. Hessong back to Romine. Back to Bryce Weaver. Weaver still looking. To Romine again. Romine. And the shot is blocked. And the shot is blocked again. Here comes Franklin. Reifinger with the ball. Gives it to Jackson. Eli Jackson for 2. This is MVP Eli Jackson that is starting to go off tonight from Plainfield. Looks like that Nick Green is wanting to come back into the game. Bryce Weaver has the ball. Weaver for 3. 5-point game again. Bryce Weaver has hit a lot of threes tonight for Monrovia. Here's Reifinger. Reifinger back to East. Jackson for 3. Eli Jackson cannot be stopped from 3. From the 3-point line. Romine getting covered. Here is Herbeck. Hayden Herbeck with the ball. Hayden Herbeck. Looking. Back to Weaver. Back to Romine. Final 14 seconds. Romine for 2. He makes it. It's a 6-point game. East now. He has it. He is driving. East. Looking. Back to Jackson to Rockhill for 3. Buzzer beater. Nathan Rockhill. Buzzer beater to end the first half of basketball. The Grizzly Cubs have the lead at halftime, 31-22. We welcome you back to the Red Pride Court to start the third quarter. It's the Grizzly Cubs and the Bulldogs. Looks like that Franklin will have the ball first. Swafford is out there with Isaac Stead. And how about that 3? And Isaac Stead for 3 there. How about that? Green is also out there with Logan Fairs for Franklin. And the dunk is no good. Franklin pulling, it now has it. Jackson for 2. Franklin is pulling away. Could this Franklin team be could this Franklin team be a championship winning team? Maybe. Romine there. He is looking. Back to Weaver. Weaver for 3. That's it. That's the first points of the second half for Monrovia. Here's Isaac Stead. Back to Green. Nick Green trying to get his first points in Plainfield as Franklin, and he does it again. Green scores for the first time tonight. Here's Romine. He has the ball. Romine there. He would dunk it in again. What a dunk by Caden Romine. Romine dunks it in for the Bulldogs of Monrovia. Franklin getting the ball back. Timeout, Franklin. With 1:28 left to play in the third quarter. Here from Plainfield. 38-27, 9-point game. Actually, 11-point game for the Grizzly Cubs. I really don't know why John Carnes decided to call that timeout, but I mean it's fine though, because Franklin's fine. They can do anything they can. Dude, I don't know. Dude, when the news broke, after Austin Horner got cleared, before the regular season ended, before the awards were announced, Horner got traded to Plainfield. So he's playing tonight. Austin Horner will be playing tonight, probably starting. But Plainfield did. They traded Nick Green for Austin Horner. So, who really won that trade? Franklin won that trade. No question Franklin did. And now they have a chance with Nick Green to win the finals once again, but I don't think they will. Plainfield is still really, really good. Looking at the league leaders this points this season, and it's Nick Green who is leading it. And here we go. And here we go, back in action from Plainfield. Back to Carwine. Jackson Carwine is out there. And the shot is blocked. But Franklin will take over. But Franklin will keep possession. What a shot that was. What a block that was. Looks like that Rock Hill is coming in. How about Jacob Chalet into the game for the Grizzly Cubs? Yeah, Chalet is into the game. Here he is. Chalet back to Carwine. Jackson Carwine for three. And Franklin is just pulling away. Romine for three. That's his first three-pointer of the game. And it took all 3 quarters, but now Monrovia has 30 points. Here's Chalet. Back to Carwine. Carwine for 2. Jackson Carwine is going off. Here's Romine. Romine there. Chalet covering. Personal foul by Jackson Carwine. Man, I don't know what he did there, but man. Looks like that Weaver is holding his shoulder as Hessong is in for him. And in for the Grizzly Cubs, it's Reifinger. It's Reifinger and Bazel. And here is Mike Irwin. Mike Irwin has the ball for Monrovia. For 3. Mike Irwin, 10-point game now for Monrovia. Here is Carwine. He has the ball. But Carwine, what will he do with it? Jackson Carwine holding it. And here we go. Carwine keeping it. And it is a dunk. Grover back to Romine. Romine. The shot no good. At the end of the timed quarters, Franklin has the lead 45-33. What a game we are seeing. We will be back. Yeah. Welcome back to the Red Pride Court to start the 4th quarter of action. And in the 4th quarter, Franklin or Monrovia has to score 35 points to take the win. No. The score target for both teams is 80 points. The first one to 80 wins it. Here's Weaver. Back to Hessong. Hessong for 3. And Monrovia is trying the best to score 80 points first. But I don't think that will be possible. Jackson for 2. Eli Jackson for 2. The amount of threes that we see here is quite a lot for Franklin. Franklin maybe coming into Plainfield game 1 and winning the first game of the doubleheader. Here's Romine. Back to 0, I think. I think that was Seth Zero for 3. But yeah, what a shot that was. Stead with the ball. Looks like Green may be coming back into the game. Here's Stead. Stead has it. Back to Rockhill. Nathan Rockhill for 3. It's 50-39. And here's Romine again from the pass from Hessong. Back to Sierra. Seth Sierra. He's looking. Again. And he makes it. Monrovia just down 9 points now. It's been a dominating performance by the Grizzly Cubs. Eli Jackson for 3. And Franklin is well on their way to a win in Plainfield in Game 1. Romine back to Catchings. Catchings has it. He continues to have it. Back to Romine. Romine back to Hessong. Noah Hessong for 3. Here is Jackson. Eli Jackson for 2. And it's back to an 11-point game for the Grizzly Cubs. Franklin still leads it. 55-44 the score right now. Here is Caden Romine. He has the ball. Back to Zira. Zira ducks it in. What a game we are seeing from Plainfield. A whole lot of scoring. Here's Isaac Stead. Stead. Back to Jackson. Back to Reifinger. Back to Rockhill. Nathan Rockhill looking for 2. Nathan Rockhill scores. What a shot there from Nathan Rockhill. And here we go again. Romine looking. He has the ball. Back to Seth Sierra. Sierra looking. And it 57-48 now. You can barely hear it in the crowd, but the Monrovia fans are chanting defense now. Now it goes quiet. Here is Isaac Stead. Back to Eli Jackson. And back to Stead here. Stead looking. With the dunk, it is Nathan Rockhill. Nathan Rockhill dunks it down, and that's something you don't hear every day. Rockhill with the dunk. Here's Romine. Romine getting covered. Back to Weaver. Bryce Weaver for 3. It's an 8-point game. 8-point game from Plainfield. Monrovia coming back. Here's Jackson. Eli Jackson for 3. He has 24 points tonight. Man, Eli Jackson is going off. Weaver with the dunk and the lob assist by Romine. That was a backward dunk. A backward one-handed dunk by Bryce Weaver. What a dunk. Remember, the target score is 80 points. Franklin, 62. Monrovia, 53 right now. Stead. He has it. Isaac Stead for 2. Isaac Stead for 2. And here we go. Here's Romine again. Romine Catchings. Kenny Catchings for 2. Romine, fantastic tonight with the assists. And here's Bazel back to Isaac Stead. Nick Green still waiting patiently. And Eli Jackson for 2. And that is not shocking. Eli Jackson has been fantastic on the floor tonight. 66-55. Here's Romine back to Sierra. Sierra's 2 is no good. Bazel with the rebound. He hands it back off to Stead. Isaac Stead for 3. He is going off in Plainfield tonight. And here is Caden Romine. Romine there for 3. He drains it. It's still an 11-point game. Here's Eli Jackson. Jackson has it. Back to Stead. Back to Bazel. Cam Bazel for 3. Cameron Bazel for 3. Just 8 more points until Franklin wins game 1. Here is Seth Sierra. Sierra looking for 2. It's 72-60. And here's Isaac Stead. He has the ball. Back to Jackson. Back to Stead. Isaac Stead. And the shot is blocked. Rockhill back for 2. Stead was able to rebound that block and hand it back off to Rockhill. 4 more points. 6 more points for Plainfield. So they win. Hessong for 3. Plainfield, no. Franklin. I don't know why. I think the reason why I keep on saying Plainfield is because they're playing in Plainfield. Reifinger for 3. 3 more points until Franklin wins. Franklin just needs 1 more 3 for the game winner. See, the thing is now that since there is a target score whenever they shoot a 3 to get the target score, that is called a game winner. Will Jackson win it for the Grizzly Cubs? Jackson looking, heavy pressure. Back to Reifinger. Game over. Henry Reifinger for 3. 80-65. Franklin takes game 1 in Plainfield. They have to clean all this blue and white confetti off. As coming up later, it is the Martinsville Artesians facing off against the Plainfield Quakers. That will do it, everyone. Time for the New Balance player of the game, Isaac Stead. Isaac Stead was fantastic tonight. Franklin wins it 80-65.